If you see, I have two trees. For the first three leaves, I used the free texture from the ambient CG, and for the second three leaves, I used the transparent image from the Google. In far away, if we see the both three leaves look so good, right? But if I zoom in, you can clearly see for these leaves, all the leaves are floating, right? It doesn't connect with any branches. You can clearly see it. But on the other hand, if we see this leaf, this looks some realistic, and if I zoom in closely, it has branches, you can clearly see it. Like I said, for this tree I added a transparent leaf image. In Google, just type leaf transparent images PNG, you will find dozens of free leaves with transparent images. Okay, so now I'm going to use these leaf images, and I have given the link for this leaf in the description. You can just download it. After that, in shader editor, I'm going to delete these and then make sure that you enable the node wrangler add-on, then only the shortcut key will work. By select this principal BSDF, press Ctrl T, it will add an image texture with texture coordinates and mapping, then click open and then bring the leaf images that just downloaded and then connect the alpha to the alpha. See, now it looks good, but it doesn't look that much realistic. For these leaf images, you see, it has a roughness map and even a normal map to look so much realistic. We can create the same effect here also. First, just connect the color to the normal and then press Shift A in add menu, bring the bump node and then place it here, then connect the normal to the height. See, that's all. But the bump strength is too much high, so I'm going to reduce up to I think 0.125 or 0.150. So I think both values look good, but you can play with the values and find it. I think you guys know the roughness map will be black and white. See, I will show you. It will black and white, but doesn't that much black and white. If you see in here white and it will here grayish, and inside if you see it is a little bit grayish, right? So that's all. And the same here also we are going to do the same thing. In here I'm going to connect my normal to the my color to the roughness and then bring the color ramp and place it here. After that, finally bring the hue saturation value and then place it here. If my value is 0, it will be more shiny. See, we can clearly see that. If my value is 2, it won't be as shiny. I will make my value to 1. Okay, so now if I change my black value to white, here you can clearly see the changes. See, if my color is black, it is shiny. If my color is white, it won't be as shiny. So you can change the values. I make it as a slight grayish, and I will make this as a little bit grayish. Okay, so like I said, you can change with you can play with the values and find it. Now if you see, all the wires are overlapping, right? Now we have to organize it. For that we have to add a reroute. So hold shift and right click, just cut it, it will add a reroute. Then press G to just move it. Likewise, hold shift and right click to add a reroute, and then just move it by pressing G, and then I will move my bump node here. That's all. And I will select the color and hue saturation value, bring it up, then hold shift, and for the alpha wire I will hold shift and right click it, and then here also, so that I can just arrange my wire. And for the color also, I think I'm going to add a reroute, and I have bring it up, and I added a reroute here and I bring it up. That's all. And finally, if you thought you want to change the color, that is so simple. Just duplicate this hue saturation value and place it here by selecting this node. Press backspace. It will reset the default values, and then if you just change the hue value, it will change the leaf color. See, and there is another node also. Just bring the RGB curves, place it here. If you change the color value, it will increase the brightness. It will increase the brightness value, and if you move the curve down, it will decrease the color value. And in here you can reset the curve also, and there is a red channel, green, blue, so you can change any color here you want, and you can connect it with the hue saturation value also. Then you will find some interesting colors. And there is another interesting thing. What that is, in add menu, bring the object info, place it here, and then connect the random to the hue. Okay, so now if you duplicate your object, every time it will give random color to the leaves. See, I am duplicating it and it is giving random color to my leaves. And there is another interesting technique also. Now bring a color ramp and then place it here, and then in here just change the black value to any color you want. I think green, and then click plus. It will add I don't know what it is called. Okay, so in here you can change I think I will change the value to blue. There's a shortcut called hold control and left click. It will add this node, or I don't know what it is called, but this will add. And then I will change this to I think some dark blue, and then again hold control and left click, and then it will be yellow, and here hold control and left click, it will add, and finally change this to red, and for this change this to pink. Now we have assigned this value to the hue value, so whenever we duplicate it, it will randomly take these color. Now I duplicate it, see, it will randomly take this. And that's all for this video. Actually I made a video before how to create a tree, and in that video I told you about use the free texture from the ambient CG for the leaves, but I think I should told about the transparent images also, so I don't know why, but I just forgot to tell you in that video, so I just make this video to tell you that. If you find this video useful, just like it, and if you are new to my channel, and don't forget to subscribe it to learn more about Blender.